All right, guys, we're back with round 2, Edison Format, Epic Cards and Games. We got Renee on the left playing Hero Frogs, and myself on the right playing Diva Hero Beat matchup. So Renee just goes first and sets a monster. So I had no idea what Renee was playing. Most of the time, I have a clue what my opponents are playing at locals, but this Renee just hasn't been there in forever. So yeah, didn't really know. So I just went for Android and kind of trying to figure out what he's playing. And honestly, once I saw the tree one, I was like, oh. I did not expect a frog matchup. And this is I don't know who's favored in this matchup. I've heard other people say that frogs are favored. And it can be because sometimes we struggle to deal with a 2000 monster. Like Alias can't run over a dupe frog. Sometimes they can just stall you by setting Substitute. So here he Caiuses my android, and then he attacks into Gores. So the Gores helps here. But I'm actually thinking about cutting Gores out of this deck. It's just okay. I know people love the card, but anyway, so Renee sets 2 in frogs, which was unheard of. Normally they set 1, which is Regeki Break or something like that. So here he Regeki Breaks my Gore. So right away I know he doesn't have Mirror Force. So I chain MST. Now, I didn't have to do this. I don't know why I did it. I think the reason I did it was because I didn't want him to MST. I don't know. This was weird. I don't know why. I think because I don't want him to MST my other face down. My one face down. Or like Regeki Break my one face down. Whatever it is. I guess we'll find out what it is. So he brings back Treeborn, activates Emergency Call. I sped up the duel quite a bit because it was very long. And those of you who play these 2 decks, this matchup always takes forever. It's the Frogs deck's fault because that deck, anytime you play against Frogs, that deck just they stall you with Threatening Roar and Battle Fader and Dupe Lock. So yeah, blame the Frog deck. All right, so here he attacks, and I deprison the Caius. So now he crashes Stratos into Stratos. So I need that 2400 token, basically. So you see here, I don't attack him for 24. And the reason I didn't was because I had Dust Shoot. If I didn't have Dust Shoot, I would have hit him directly for 24. So I get the Malicious Edge. So now I know his hand is double Battle Fader, Ocean. So since it's me playing, I know what my thought process is when I play Yu-Gi-Oh! Obviously, compared to when I commentate over other people's duels. So since it's myself playing, I know that I'm going to be aggressive. Now, I only play 1 Gilman, so I Diva into Diva. Everyone keeps giving me crap about only playing 1 Gilman. I don't know, I might put the second one back in. So see here, Renee brings out, he already used his 1 Battle Fader. He didn't have to. He could have waited, but we would have been what 24, 43. It would have been like 45 damage he would have took. So he's debating about what normal summoning Ocean. I think he drew Brain Control. He's shuffling his hand a lot. It's another reason sometimes you go into time is some people play a lot slower than others. So here he hits my Diva for 13. So I'm at 48. All right, so at least I'm going to run over all. I'm going to clear his field at least. Did I draw Miracle or what's going on here? Oh, I'm playing a little slow too. Okay, so I normal Honest. I think the reason I didn't want to was because now he knows I have Honest. So I hit him for 19. So he took 20. He took 928. So he's at 52 to 48. I got 2 back rows and Honest in hand. Did Renee not do anything? Did he pass? So he's got Treeborn. Yeah, Treeborn. What's he thinking about? Oh yeah, he took a long time here to set that monster. Okay. So honest and what else? So I could have summoned honest. Maybe I should have. I think I'm thinking about. I should have probably made a Goyo and try to take the Treeborn. So here, okay, he drew Dandelion. So he's playing the Dandelion. I'm pretty sure he has Future Fusion in his deck. I tried this build as well, but I kept drawing the Dandelion, which I just was not a fan of it. Yeah, it's good. I've seen people. One of my friends, Juan, on the channel. Every time I would see him, he would always open Future Fusion, send the Dandelion, normal summon Substitute, and it was really strong opening. But it never happened for me. I would always draw the Dandelion and not the Future Fusion. And even then, even when I did draw the Future Fusion, you really need Substitute with it to make it good. Like if you don't have the Substitute, it's not that great. All right. Anyway, so what's he gonna do? He's got Treeborn, a token, and so he drew his one miracle. So we knew eventually he was gonna draw something. That's just the way the frog deck is. But the funny thing is he didn't slim down his deck and get rid of all his frogs. He hasn't summoned Swap Frog, but he just hard drew the miracle. It's unfortunate. All right, and that's a huge Ab Zero. It's at 35, so that's why I spark it, because I don't want to take the damage. All right, then he passes. So now I have to upstart him again. So he's at 62. Yeah, 62, 48. Okay, Mold's a card that I actually took out of my... This tournament was a few weeks ago. It was before I went to Copra's Cove for that large Edison tournament, which if you guys seen my channel, I did a deck profile where I got top 8. And I cut the Mold out. I just wasn't... this deck has too many normal summons. I don't want to waste a normal summon on Mole. Even though Mole was pretty good here. You guys are going to see, because I'm going to keep bouncing his Treeborn back. You'll see here in a second. So E-Call... So E-Call, attack over the token. So I'm hoping that he doesn't draw a Monarch, so that I can just keep molding him. So let's see what his hand is. It's like Brain Control. Oh, so he drew Econ. Takes my Alias. What are the other cards in his hand? So, okay, he has Junk Synchron, Battle Fader, and another spell in his hand. I think it's Brain Control. So he hits me for 19. So now I'm at 3,000. So he normals Junk, but he has no targets. So here I'm afraid of him going for Black Rose, so I just Torrential him. He could have made Stardust as well, so I was like, yeah, let me just get this Torrential out of the way. So now hit him for 11. So he's got Battle Fader, and I think Brain... No, did he use Brain Control? No, I don't think he's used the Brain Control yet. So swap. Swap, send, swap. So the only reason I deprisoned this Swap Frog was because, again, my goal is just to mole him. I don't want him to have access to Swap Frog and bounce and discard the Swap Frog to his graveyard. So, sorry, discard the Treeborn to his graveyard. That's why I deprisoned the Swap Frog. Now he wrote us for Alias. So what am I at? 3,000 to 51. And then here goes bottom. So I'm pretty sure Renee's got like Brain, Battle Fader in his hand. And what else? So here comes the Mole. Activate another E-Call. Yeah, so he's got Brain, Treeborn, Battle Fader. That's his hand. Yeah, Brain, Treeborn. So his hand's not good. He has the top deck. So he resets the Treeborn. and passes. Yeah, this is why this duel took too long. It was me just bouncing his monsters back with Mole. But I'm just waiting to draw a Miracle. So my game plan was to like draw a Miracle and just keep molding him. So I decided to normal summon Alias and set a third. So I didn't summon the Mole. It's probably because I drew Gemini Spark. So my guess is that Spell and Trap closest to the deck is Spark. And that's why I thought about it. Because I don't have MST. I already used MST. So I guess I thought about sparking his face down. But I decided not to. This was a weird game. So a Mole. And I do hit the Treeborn. So he can't bring that back unless he uses his... yeah, so the MST, that has to be a Spark. Yeah, that's like the only thing that makes sense. So Treeborn. Let's see if he drew a Monarch. And Renee Brains. Yeah, so he hit my Spark. I think he knew that one was Spark as well, so that was a good move by him. Did he draw Kai's or something? Oh yeah, what did he draw? Oh, this was an illegal play. He would have to tribute his Treeborn. So that Treeborn's supposed to be in the graveyard. I just realized that. Oh wow, we both missed it. Yeah, since I have no monster, he has to tribute too. How did we both miss it? So that Treeborn's supposed to be in his graveyard. Would it have mattered? I don't know. Let's say here he could have brought back Treeborn. Oh, he's got Miracle. I don't think it really mattered though. Would it have mattered? I'm now need to pay close attention. So he has Miracle here. I mean, two bottomless are gone and torrential. So it just are you scared of deep prison? Do you attack into deep prison? I mean, I'm at 11. Do you go for game? So I think he's gonna go for Gaia instead of Zero. So yeah, he goes for Gaia. There's no reason you're gonna go for game. No, I don't think it really mattered. So he mirror forces. So yeah, the only difference he's supposed to have a Treeborn face up and one. So yeah, that was it might be huge. Because what do I do now? Do I summon Mole? Sometimes those miss. So yeah, he's supposed to have another Treeborn up. Let's see if it would have mattered. So yeah, he would have two face downs and a back row. Okay, so I heavy him. Heavy his Regeki Break and my Spark. Miracle. Okay, so he'd probably have like a Treeborn up. I'd still have to do this play though. So I would bounce. So the only thing that would change. Okay, so see, he wouldn't have to waste. He wouldn't have had to waste the Battle Fader here. Because he would have had a Treeborn up. I mean, I see little mistakes change duels completely, man. It's just crazy. And neither one of us caught it. But it's a like understandable mistake because most of the time you only tribute one monster for Malicious Edge. That's why we both missed it. But he did draw his third Battle Fader. So yeah, maybe he would have to use the Battle Fader now, and he's like at 5,000 something. Oh, another Miracle. I mean, he already used triple Battle Fader. What else can he use? Gores? He'd have to draw into Gores. He used two Miracles. And then Mole, and then... Oh no, he drew the third Battle Fader. Sorry. That was his third one. He used the second one that he had forever. I think I think he top decked that third miracle. Man. That's so unfortunate. Gosh dang it. But the rest of his hand sucks, though. I think he's got like all frogs in his hand. So here he's going to set the Treeborn because he knows the Treeborn's going to go to the grave. Oh no, I gave away too much information there. I thought about like compulsing it or something, but it was just, dang. That was a misplay by me. Not a misplay, it's just... Okay, so I summon Honest and hit him for 11. Summon 42 to his 11. So I have another Honest in my hand. So I just got to pray he doesn't have Caius. So what happens here is actually pretty interesting. I remember what happened. This was a long game one, by the way. Because we're already 16 minutes in and the duel was sped up by like 1.6 times. So this was really like a 26-minute game one. Okay, so here comes the Caius. And obviously I have another Honest in my hand. So he can either A, choose to hit the Honest. And let's see what he decides. So he decides to target itself. So when he did that, I knew he's got another Caius in hand. So if I can't stop him, he's going to kill me next turn by Caiusing himself. So I'm at 100 to his 42. Yeah, if I can't stop that Caius, I mean, how can I stop it? Torrential's gone. Bottomless wouldn't stop it anyway. So yeah, I already know. Like you can see, I'm taking my time. I'm gonna lose next turn if I don't do anything. So here I hit him for 26. So he's at what? He's at 42. 16 to my 100. So you can see right away he's going to go for the Caius play, but I compulse his Treeborn. So now, unless he has Swap Frog, he can't tribute for Caius. Now, had we both caught that he could have needed to tribute 2 monsters for a Malicious Edge, it would have been, I think he probably would have won. Yeah, he scoops. So that was both our faults. It happens. We both missed it. And he would have had a Treeborn in the grave. And he would have... he probably wouldn't have had to use that Battle Fader. So I think he would have won that game. Anyway, we had a long game one. He starts off game two by summoning Swap Frog, sending Treeborn, and sending one. I can't remember if we were both undefeated. I think we were. Yeah, we were, because I think he got the bye round one. Yeah, we were both undefeated here. I think no one wanted to be on camera, so that's why I just put myself and him. Plus, he had never been on the channel before. Anytime there's a new face, I try to get them on the channel. So anyway, E-Call. Yeah, this is his first time on the channel, so I hit him for 18. And let's see what he can do. So Alias, I take 100. So 79 to 62. Oh, Regeki break, and I don't have the spark. Oh, God. That's so unlucky. God, I should have punished him, but I just didn't have it. And then I E-Call, probably another Alias. There's my sparks and miracles. I see them at the bottom of my deck. I sided in Crow. Normally, I don't like Crow against frogs. It's just okay. Sometimes you can get them with their Miracle Fusion, but it's rare. All right, so Renee wrote us for Stratos. So right here, I'm going to take a ton of damage. I'm going to take 37 directly. So what am I at, like 42 to 62? Yeah, we're about to hit the 20-minute mark on this duel. Sped up, so... Okay, Diva. Got to get the Gilman out of my deck. Oh, no! What does this mean? Do I have the Gilman in my hand? Oh, no, did I summon Diva first turn? No, I just summoned Stratos, grabbed Alias, yeah, so I must have drew the Gilman. It's the only thing that makes sense. But I do have a 3,000 0, and he's probably going to Regeki break. I can't summon the Diva in attack mode because I'm going to take a ton of... Ton of damage. So he's thinking about Regeki breaking. I mean, you don't have to, but I don't see why not. This is all free. Your Stratos grab your alias. You ditch swap frog. So dust my torrential. That hurt. Oh yeah, that I just got pierced for what 24. Now I'm at 2,000, or is it 22? I don't know, but I'm in a bad shape. But the good news is Renee doesn't have many cards in his hand. I think he's got like torrential. You can see him shuffling his hand. Can I deal with that 2,600 malicious edge? Okay, normal alias. All right, so I have honest. Takes 11 or 19. Sorry, so he's at 43. Yeah, I can see Gilman in my hand. So here, if only I had the second Gilman, I would have in a better spot. Maybe I should play 2 Gilman. Everyone keeps roasting me about it. Definitely would have been nice to have right there. Okay, so I'm going first, game 3. Now, I think we were close to time. So, let's see, this duel's been like 21 minutes. But also shuffling, I'm not shuffling, side decking and stuff. So, yeah, I was pretty sure we were close to time. So, we're both going to play pretty aggressive here. I remember it came down to the wire. And, I trapped Dust Shoot him. So, his hand is Battle Fader, Malicious Edge, Mirror Force, Regeki Break, Cyber Dragon, and Substitute. This is tough. But you also have to remember, we're getting close to time, and we play new time rules at my local. So I decided to get rid of the Substitute because I don't want him to go like Cyber Dragon, Substitute play. And then I don't want him to have a dupe block while we're getting close to time. So he hits me for 300, and he's going to set probably both. Yeah, Regeki Break, Mirror Force. And it's Frog, so I took Heavy Storm out. I think he should set both. Now, not everyone takes Heavy Storm out against Frogs. I do. But maybe it's just they don't run enough trap cards, I feel. But it's just risky. Especially going first. Yeah, going first, I would take Heavy out. Maybe I'd keep it in going second. All right, so he's got Cyber Dragon. Which one do you think he set? The Regeki Break or the Mirror Force? I think he would set the Mirror... no, he would set the Regeki Break. And I upstart him, so I'm already down on life, 9,000 to 77. One thing I've noticed so does he choose not to attack? Oh, he's got Miracle. So I decide to spark the new one, which is the Mirror Force. So now I know I have to play around Regeki Break. So draw for Spark and then draw for turn. Summon Ocean. Set. So he chooses not to use the Regeki Break. So I'm going to try to grab back Alias somehow with Ocean. He could Regeki Break my Ocean. Let's see, what's he thinking? So I Mirror Force the Cyber Dragon. So now, yeah, he's probably gonna... What is that, pulling the rug? Or Solemn? Oh, I wonder why. What's that face down? It has to be Solemn. I think if it was Regeki Break, I would have Regeki Breaked him. Okay, so he chooses not to Regeki Break. That's interesting. And then Stratos. I think I'm just trying to force out the Regeki Break. Yeah. So I chain Hero Blast. Or I actually don't have a... Why didn't I chain Hero Blast? Oh, I didn't chain it because I wanted to Miracle. Okay, so what's going on here is we're in time. So that's why I'm trying to just. We're getting really, really close to time. That's why I'm just trying to do as much damage as possible. Otherwise, I would have miracled away my Stratos, but I'm just trying to just force him to drop the Battle Fader here. Because you can tell I'm lower in life. Yeah, see, when you're in time, it forces you to play differently. Especially with the new time rule, you know, it goes end of phase. Alright, so he tributes for Caius, hits my 0, and that's fine with me. I still got Stratos on the field. So yeah, 18, 19. So I'm playing fast. He's here, so I hit him for 37. So now I'm up on life. He brings back Treeborn. And I compulse his Treeborn, and then he scoops because I'm higher on life. Yeah, he shows me his hand. And would he have won? I really don't know. He had a miracle. Maybe he would have won if we weren't in time. We'll never know. But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed that duel. Unfortunately, you know, it sucks. Our game 1 took forever. Based on this, I really don't know who would have won. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and we'll be back soon for round 3. Bye.